Yeah, so hi guys. Good evening, good afternoon, good day. I hope everyone is fine. So, like I said, occasionally we'll get guests. Passing through our channel, and today I have a very good gentleman, my very good friend Danny. Yeah, Charlie.
Okay.
So he will introduce himself. I told you that we'll be bringing you so many experiences about lives abroad, schooling, family, transition, almost everything. And so today I have my good friend, and he's going to introduce himself by telling us his full name, and then we'll proceed from here. Danny, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. My
Mm.
name is Daniel Adama,
Uh-huh.
and what else want to say?
Yes. So Daniel
My name.
Adama, yes, and
Okay.
yeah, how long have you been in the United States?
I'll say this is almost my third year.
Okay. Oh wow, that's awesome. Are you like you came here on a student visa, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that's very fine. So we're going to, I mean, chat. This is like not an interview per se, but a conversation on school abroad, the challenges, the high, the low, the surprises, the shocks, and almost everything, right? This is like our edited edition. So Danny, the name of this channel is Ant Hills. All right, and the response is we rise.
We rise.
So when I say ant hills, you respond we rise. So Danny, ant hills.
We rise.
Absolutely, Danny. Yeah, so let's delve into it without wasting my time. Um, at what point did you decide to come to school in America?
Um, Honestly, I would say it never crossed my mind until I came for the Mandela Washington Fellowship in 2022.
Oh, you did. You are a fellow.
I'm a fellow.
Oh my God! Wow.
So it was during that program that I met professors who were like, "Oh, we like your skill set,
Mm-hmm.
and we think you'll be a good fit for a PhD."
Yeah.
But before that, I had never really thought about coming to study abroad.
Wow. Okay, so let's step a bit back. Before that period, you worked in Ghana,
I did.
right?
I did.
You schooled in Ghana
Yep.
and you worked for a while. Can you tell us about it? Like schools you attended, a degree or diploma or what? What were you doing?
Um, let's say after my senior high school, sometime in 2006,
Mm-hmm.
2007, I did a lot of different programs. I went into project management.
Mm.
I did a bit of education.
Yep.
I worked with a non-profit for like 12 years.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I was all over the place doing different kind of things. Ghana, you can't do just one business to
Mm-hmm.
survive.
Yep.
So you have to do a bit of business. You
Yeah.
work formally a bit. So I run the company myself. I run a
Mm-hmm.
non-profit. So all these were things that I did for like 12 years of my working life
Mm-hmm.
before I finally made the decision to
Come.
move here. Yeah.
Oh wow, awesome. Like you registered a company in your name and you did run it.
Yes, 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 yes. I ran a full company. I had a branch in the northern region. I had
Mm-hmm.
one in Sunyani,
Mm-hmm.
and also had a non-profit registered in my name. And I also worked for another non-profit as a this thing. And I worked as a project manager, different consultant for different organizations as well. So I was all over Ghana. Like, let me just say that I was all over Ghana.
Oh wow, this is like very interesting. Can you tell us about the Mandela Fellowship? I mean, how did you apply for? How did you come to be selected for it? What was it about?
So the Mandela Washington Fellowship is like a flagship program of the U.S. State Department
Mm-hmm.
that was launched by President Obama sometime in 2014 thereabouts.
Yeah, can you louder, please?
And the purpose was to select young African leaders who
Mm-hmm.
are kind of making impact in their communities.
Yes.
So I knew people who had won the fellowship before and
Okay.
had come to the US,
Yes.
but consistently they had advised me to apply and
Yep.
try because of the work I was doing with non-profit.
Okay.
But then I never really had interest
Okay.
in applying for it.
Yeah.
So the year I applied was in 2021, just after COVID had come in, and we're just coming out of COVID.
Yep.
And I was just there, and then somebody just texted me, "Oh, I think this would be a good fit for you. Just apply and see."
Yep.
So when I started applying, it was like 3 days to the deadline. I was like, let me just throw my hat
3 days to the deadline.
let me throw my
Wow.
hat in and see what happens. So I threw my hat in, and in January sometime, 2022,
Mm.
they sent an email that I had qualified for the interview.
Oh.
So I had to go for the interview, and then all the other processes that followed. Then
Mm.
later in May, we got the final response out that, okay, I have been selected among 32 people out of
Wow.
close to 10,000 people who applied for that particular program. So that also happened, and I came to the US.
Wow. So okay, can you tell us what was your niche? You applied for what? Because other people will be interested. like what did you write about? Is it about maybe youth fellowship, agriculture, farming? What was it? What was your niche?
So because I was in the non-profit space, I applied towards the civic engagement track. So they have
Civic
three.
engagement track.
Yeah, the Mandela Washington Fellowship has three different tracks. We have the public management track,
Yep.
and then we have the business, and then the civic engagement.
Okay.
So my track basically was the civic engagement track because of where I worked.
Yes.
And I just didn't write anything special. It was just the work I was doing within the community that I highlighted. And then the work I was doing within the community was basically building schools in rural communities and then promoting education.
Oh.
So we had built a model school somewhere in the Bono region called Tainsu. That was like a central community of about 10 different communities. And it was a central hub that was educating children all over, like all those other 10 communities.
Yep.
And it was a model village with a school, a clinic, a teacher's bungalow, solar electricity for the school in a very deprived area. And they were giving the kids scholarships and stuff like that. So that was like a model thing that we did.
Yep.
And it had gotten the attention of many people. So once I highlighted the work I did there in raising the funds to put out the building and all those things, it became something that was exceptional. And then that really earned me the right to participate in the program.
So again, let's talk about this fellowship because it's really of interest to me. What background must one have before they could qualify for the Mandela Fellowship?
So I would say that the Mandela Fellowship doesn't even want you to have a degree.
Oh.
What he only wants you to do is to be a young leader between 25 and 35 years.
Okay, there's an
making
age
a change within your community.
Okay.
But once you have a degree or you are educated, it gives you an upper hand because you'll be able to put up a very good application.
Yes.
You're able to express yourself properly. You'll be able to attend all the other processes.
Yes.
But there's no education requirement as part of the requirements for the
really.
The only important thing is that you should be between 25 years to 35 and you should be making impactful change within your community.
Yeah.
That's all.
You know what? This is very interesting because oftentimes I've seen the advertisements on Facebook. I've seen winners on Facebook, but I've never paid close attention to like what it entails and other requirements. So this is very innovative and very informative.
And I think there are many other people in Ghana and Africa who do not pay close attention to some
like
of those opportunities.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think one of the things we all did as fellows when we went back home after attending the fellowship was to create awareness.
Yes.
Because it looked like many people didn't know much about that.
Yeah.
And over the years, one simple trend kept occurring. Once each group of people attended the fellowship and went back, the number of applicants for the following year
increased. Yes.
So it means that people are getting to know it. I don't know the latest figures, but I'm sure by now it's past 10,000 for each year. But at the time, it was close to 10,000 people who applied. Wow, and you were selected. I was not the only one selected. We were 32 of us. So from Ghana. Yeah. Wow, awesome. Yeah. So for the Mandela Fellowship, how long were you in the United States? I think I was here for like 6 weeks and some days, like let's say almost 6 to 7 weeks. Yeah, the program itself was 6 weeks, but after that we had a couple of days you could stay even close to a month before you go back. So I think I took a few more days in addition before I went back to Ghana. So as part of the fellowship, were you giving stipends? Oh yes, certificates. It was a full training, like it was a proper training. Yep. Okay, and I would say that the cost of leaving my house to the airport to the US and back to my house in Ghana, everything was borne by the government. Yeah. So it's an all expense paid trip. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is so good. It felt so good at the time. But when you go back home, then there's an enormous pressure on you to increase the impact you have in the society. So it comes with a lot of baggage as well. Wow. So did you, as part of the fellowship, did you guys have to attend interview, like the normal visa interview that we attend? We did, yes. Okay. We did. But other people denied visas to attend that program? I will not be able to say specifically. Yep. Because each one went for his own interview. Yes. So okay. Yeah. Absolutely. But then it doesn't automatically mean that once you are selected as a fellow, you are going to come. Absolutely. Yeah. You still have to go to the consulate for the visa interview. So everybody went for the visa interview, but luckily, I think my group, everybody came. So okay, that's very good to know. Now, very good. So you came to the US for 6-7 weeks. You went back to Ghana. Now, between the time that you went back to Ghana and you coming back to the US for postgraduate studies, how long was it? I would say maybe a year and a month because I
Okay.
went back. I remember going back in July of 2022
Yeah.
and coming back to start my PhD in August 2023. So
Okay.
roughly a year and a month.
Okay. So, but you said something earlier on. Let's step a bit back. You said prior to that program, you had no intention of traveling abroad for. So when you came and you went back, what was that thing that prompted you, like gave you that like, no, I need to go back to the US for my programs? What was it?
I would say a couple of factors, and then
Yes.
I would say like my very young adult life.
Mm-hmm.
I started working around 21 years.
Oh wow.
So within all that period, I
Yep.
had worked consistently for a very long time in the
Yes.
same field.
Mm.
Though I'd gone to school to better myself in different other aspects, and I was doing all those other things on the side.
Yep.
But my main job, I had been there for like 12 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I started feeling worn out during the COVID period.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm tired of this. I need to find something else to do. So I was still planning my life, but I was not very certain of what I was going to do next.
Yes.
And you know what they say, I don't want to call it a bad thing, but there's this feeling you have in your comfort zone.
Yes.
Everything is working for you. You're working. Everybody knows you. Like you're kind of making a very good living, and so you don't even think about like pursuing other opportunities because you think you are comfortable.
Yes.
So I felt the same way. I actually never even thought of moving out. I was like, if I'm going to stop my job, probably I'll go to a different job or I'll just start my own enterprise or something.
Yep.
So that was what I thought about for a couple of times. And I started putting in the measures to get things started. So I started registering businesses and trying to do stuff. But then when I came here and I was like, oh, I took the strength test. I met a couple of professors and stuff. And they're like, oh, we think your qualification and stuff, yeah, this will be a very good fit for you. So I started giving it a thought. Then I was like, let me go back to Ghana and I'll probably think about it properly. So when I went back home, I started thinking about it. Then I just said, okay, let me try it and see if it works out fine. If it doesn't work out, there's something to lose.
Absolutely. So how many schools did you apply to?
I would say I was in Indiana University.
Yep.
So I did apply to Indiana University as well. Then I applied to Michigan State University.
Yeah.
Then I applied to another school in the East. That's Delaware State University.
Yeah.
So Nebraska was the last university I actually applied to. So it was just like close to I think the deadlines for these other three schools had already passed.
Yeah.
Then one day I was just on LinkedIn and I saw an ad of my current advisor's timeline.
Yeah.
Shared by somebody else.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this will be a very interesting program. You know, the Mandela Washington Fellowship is a program to train young African leaders.
Yeah.
So when I saw a program in human sciences with a specialization in leadership studies, I was like, oh, this would be a very good connection to what I did. So I got interested in it and I reached out to her. Yeah. And then we took it up from there. So I applied even to that program with just some few days deadline. So I kind of lucky with those deadlines, Yeah. So that's what happened.
Oh wow.
So I'll say 4 schools.
Yes. So how many admissions did you get?
I got all.
You got all?
Yeah,
wow. So what was the motivation for
I got all, but
selecting or choosing the one that you did, the one that you are in now?
I would say I got all, but I didn't get funding for all at the same time. Yeah. You know, the funding things usually differ. One comes before the other and stuff like that. So the one that came first, you know, I'm a family man. Yes. And so I was like considering all the financial implications of all that. Yeah. Vis-a-vis how much I'm going to get and all that. So I was like, no, this is not a good thing for me. Yeah. Another one was a course that I was probably thinking of venturing into special education. Yes. Okay. And I was like, do I really want to do special education? So I was reevaluating my motives and my interests to see whether that's really what I want to do. Yeah. Then, so I was still thinking about that, whether to accept it or not. Yeah. Then I got this from Nebraska. Okay. So I was like, okay, once I got this from Nebraska, it was something close to what I really wanted. Yeah. Then that should be what I want to do. Wow,
awesome. Awesome. And because you have been to the United States before, visa issues wasn't not difficult.
By the grace of God, it wasn't a problem.
Absolutely. But then you had to attend an interview again.
No.
You didn't. Where do you have the?
No, I had a different visa, but I had to get the student visa. Yeah. But because I was a fellow, there was a privilege that I could not go for.
Oh my God.
So luckily for me, I guess I had to kind of take advantage of that visa waiver. Yeah. To be able to get the visa.
Wow. I mean, that program is actually very good. I mean, I have to look into it because.
Yeah, but I'm not sure you qualify now. You are passed.
Oh my goodness. Danny, please. Daniel,
it's
please.
35. It's 35.
Daniel, please. But you know what? What about if I'm 25 years? You know
Yeah,
what?
you can't do that.
You know what? Let's go. Now the thing is this. So you accepted, and then um, eventually you moved to the United States to your current school. How did you get a room? How did you navigate your way around and all that? Because you are currently in the Midwest, and I presume that was the first time you were coming here. So how did you negotiate that? That transition.
I would say traveling was not a big problem for me because
Yes.
I had traveled even before I came to the US the first time.
Okay, yeah.
So I knew my way around travel. But then when I was coming here, I specifically didn't know anybody in US now.
Okay.
So the idea I had was that let me get some money and I'll probably stay in an Airbnb or a hotel for a couple of days. Then I'll go around to find an accommodation.
Yeah.
So that was my initial plan. So I came prepared with some money for that. But luckily, before I left Ghana, a current friend here now, reached out to me.
Okay.
He's a very good guy, great guy.
Yeah.
He reached out and was like, "Oh, do you have a place to stay when you come?" I was like, "Not yet." And you've not asked me.
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, I didn't want to bother you." And I was like, "Oh, don't worry. When you come, you can stay with me."
Yes.
So he even arranged my transport from the airport in Omaha, and then I was picked up by one of his church guys.
Yeah.
And then eventually I stayed with him for like 2 weeks before I moved to my own place.
Wow, this is very interesting.
And I think that's what most of us also do. So since then, also when anybody's coming, I know person has nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
Always try to reciprocate that kind of gesture. So
that is so good. I mean, guys, as I always say, don't forget this is Ant Girls. We continue to rise. Don't forget to like, to comment, subscribe, leave your comments. All right. At the end of this whole stream, I'll leave Danny's LinkedIn account so that those of you who want to contact him maybe for the Mandela Fellowship, for school abroad, for whatever it is, can contact him through LinkedIn. He's a very, very good guy, very good everything. Now, so let's say let me ask you this. When you were here previously for the Mandela Fellowship, did you see snow?
No, I came in the summer.
You didn't experience snow. Okay. So now you moved into Nebraska, your parents' school, permanently. How was your first snow experience?
I would say I was surprised about it. I wasn't surprised about it. But I was surprised at the level of cold.
Oh.
The cold was too much.
Yeah.
And in December, I remember the date very well. I think 29 December 2023.
Yes.
The weather in Nebraska, and Lincoln specifically, went to minus 30 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God, I know, right?
And it was feeling like 30, minus 39 or minus 40 degrees.
Yeah.
So I was like, no way.
No way.
Yeah, so that was like the extreme. But the snow was not something that I had never seen before. So
okay.
It was just the level of cold.
You didn't even anticipate
the intensity of it.
Wow. Okay, now let's come to okay. As part of your postgraduate studies, right? What activities do you do? I know because I know that for funding, you're supposed to research, sometimes teach. Which of these do you do?
I do both.
You do both.
I teach and then I also do research.
Okay. Now let's take back a bit. When you were in Ghana, did you ever teach?
I did.
You did. Okay. Now let's compare teaching in a Ghanaian school to teaching in American school. The first time you went to a classroom to teach, how was it? Can you describe it to us? What were your anticipation? Like, how did you feel like? What were the highs and the lows in teaching that first class?
That's a very interesting question. And I think I wrote something about this a very few weeks I came.
Yeah.
On one of my blogs.
Yeah.
And the difference is that in Ghanaian schools,
yes,
the teacher is the focus of the class.
The teacher is the focus of the class, yes.
But here, the students are the focus of the class. And the kind of respect we expect in Ghanaian classrooms, we don't do the same here. We can't expect the same here.
Yeah.
And students have the liberty to use their devices at will.
Yeah.
Even the classroom has devices that they can helps their teaching, that helps their learning. So we have screens all around.
Yeah.
And students depend on them for learning as well. So you can't control the use of devices in the class. Unlike Ghanaian schools where students are not expected to use their phones in the class. You know? So that was something. But then like coming to teach, like following the class structure or the course delivery structure was not a big problem for me. But my problem was, how do I get the students to really hear me out because of my accent?
Accent.
Yes, that was the biggest thing for me, because even in my office, when I started speaking to people, they struggled to hear me. So I was like, it's not like I don't speak good English. I speak very good English.
Yep.
But my accent makes it very difficult for people to hear me.
Yeah.
So when you speak and then they are like, oh, can you say that again?
Yeah.
If you're not careful, it may demotivate you to make you feel like you're not even good enough,
Yep.
So that for me was the biggest challenge. Like, how do I get the students to hear me out and be able to understand the class? Because it's going to be counterproductive if you stayed in the class, you stayed in front there, taught for like 2 hours or 1 hour, and the students had nothing.
Absolutely.
So that was really my biggest fear. But then when I started doing it, the first time I knew the struggle.
Yeah.
So my teaching aids helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I kept asking them questions and giving them the chance to ask questions.
Yeah.
So that really was a very good start for me. And later on, I think they got used to that. And since then, it's just been a very smooth journey.
Wow. So how many students do you have in your class?
Currently, I'll say,
like in the average class, how many do you have?
All the classes I've taught, I've had students like 33, 32.
Okay, yeah, 33, 32. Okay, okay, very good. Now, okay, so you already answered this question. I asked you to compare and contrast anyone. Then you talk about teacher focus, student focus, the US school, and then the Ghanaian school. That's also now all those people I've interviewed or I've conversed with, one point of interest is students evaluation. All right, because I know that it's brutal for international students, especially United States. Your first evaluation, how was it? Can you walk us through it?
My first evaluation, my first evaluation, I had 33 students in my class.
Yeah.
And I think 27 of them did the evaluation.
Okay, that's high number.
It's a very high number, yes. I was really, really impressed. Actually, I was even told it was one of the highest.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed. I had a couple of students. So what happened in my class was that we used to work in groups.
Yeah.
So there were the teams, students work in teams.
Yeah.
So we had 7 teams. One of those teams was actually not up to tax.
Yeah.
They were not really focused on the class that much. Okay. And my duty as a TA was to make sure that they are doing what they are required to do. Yeah. And once you try to let students do what they are required to do, they may not like you. Yes. So though I cannot say that those were the students who gave me those evaluations, but then I could guess no, because they were just 4. Yeah. And then those guys were also 4. Oh boy. So out of the 27, I would say 23 were very objective. But 4 of them were not objective. Yeah. They were not constructive criticisms or whatever. They were just things people just wanted to write. Yeah. And so for me, I just took it like, that's fine. Yeah. Out of 27, if you have 23 writing very good things about you, or writing things that you can improve on, and it's very objective, you can't use the 4 left as to make a case. Absolutely. So that for me was the issue. So I really didn't bother. But then the key thing for every evaluation is to identify the necessary things for improvement and then to work on them to become a better person. So those were what I was really particular about. And that really helped me to become a better teacher. But the other 4, if you ask me now, I don't even remember what those comments were. Yeah. So that tells you what it was. So. Wow. I mean, this is a very interesting revelation, because for most people, it's a big deal. Yeah, sure. A big deal, a deal breaker. Some people, it breaks them down. They are able to progress like what? All these efforts. Now tell me, I know, like, so you teach as assistant, you research, and you school. Sure. How do you juggle all these 3? That's a big that's a difficult question. Yeah. So every time I'm always busy. Yeah. Within Monday to Friday, and sometimes the weekend, I am always busy doing all that. But one of the things that has really helped me is scheduling my time very well, making very good use of the time I have. Yep. Because you need to have a balanced life. Yeah. You need to kind of be found everywhere. Yeah. And I have a mantra that I came to school for the school to pass through me, not for me to just pass through the school. Yeah, absolutely. So I really want to build community. So anywhere I think I can be valuable, I try to make a contribution. Yeah. So even though I have a very tight schedule, I still find time to engage in extracurricular activities. And that for me has always been something that helps me to distress from all the stress that I get from all these other things. So I have a very tight schedule, and I teach 3 times a week. Yep. I basically work for my supervisor as a research assistant all week long.
Oh boy.
And I also am a student.
Yeah.
So I have to write my dissertation now in this particular time. So it's a very stressful moment. You need to plan the time, know which time you are optimal. Then you can put the most important tasks there, and what time you're not very optimal, so you can get some things done. Then you kind of put those other things that are not very important there too. So that's what I do. So most times I do my grading in the night.
Yeah.
When I'm tired, but I'm not so tired that I'll sleep off. But I'm tired and I can just sit down and not do some deep thinking.
Yeah.
That's when I do my grading. And because I have 32 students, grading is always a long time. Sometimes it takes me 2-3 hours to grade one assignment. So
Absolutely.
you need to plan all these. And I think I've been a very good manager of my time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been a very stressful environment.
I know, guys, and this is why I really appreciate Danny, because I know he's one very busy person, but then he's very accessible in the sense that whenever you call him, whenever he misses your call, he will call you back. Right? Danny is very handy, very ready to help you. No matter wherever he sees you, he will call you, hey, I've seen you. I mean, I got you. How is it going? So, as I said, you can reach out to him about any of these things that and he's very active on LinkedIn. At least on LinkedIn, you can reach out to him. He's a very good friend and very accessible. So thank you so much, Danny. Now, so in the middle of doing all this, how do you? I know as a family man, you like. Sorry, I normally don't like to go into personal life, but then were you married in Ghana before coming?
Yes, I was.
Okay. I hope you don't mind my asking. Are you here with your family?
Not yet.
Okay, good. So how do you navigate cooking, eating? What do you eat? Do you eat McDonald's, those, I mean, fast foods, or you are like a Ghanaian food guy? How exactly do you eat? How do you take up yourself?
I basically cook my own food.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome.
Cook my own Ghanaian food.
Yeah.
I struggle with the American foods a lot.
Yeah.
Because they make me feel very bloated. So I try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
And also because of my weight loss something. So I try to eat very good food.
Yeah.
Just once a day. So I eat just one heavy meal a day.
Oh.
And I make sure that it's good enough. So that's basically what I do. So I cook myself.
Are there places to get African food, like Ghanaian food, like do you eat fufu,
Oh yeah, I eat fufu, I eat banku, and there are some shops you can get some of those ingredients to buy or those food stuff to buy.
Yeah.
So that's what we all depend on.
Wow, 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 awesome. Now, I know that one thing that most people talk about for international students is funding, money. And one guy I conversed with spoke about the fact that when you get a funding in Ghana, you calculate in series, like, yeah, the money is big, but then when you come here, you notice that it's not all that big. And students try to find other things to do. How, as a family person, I suppose you send money home sometimes, think of wife, kids, and so how do you? Are there like galamsey, some at the table? I mean, you understand what I mean, right?
I get it.
So how do you navigate that? I mean, members people want to know. Yeah, are there opportunities for under the table, galamsey, and yeah?
To be very honest, I haven't pursued anything like that here. Yeah. Because, like I said, I don't have time.
Yes.
My time is very limited. So I would not even have time to do any other thing like that if I could do it.
Yes.
But I also think that's where we find ourselves here in the climate we find ourselves. It's not even good to risk it.
Yeah.
So I have not really been engaged in any form of galamsey here in the US.
Yeah.
The only other thing I've done besides schooling here is probably working for some other people in Ghana.
Okay.
Because of my project management background, I've had a couple of consulting deals that I've done that's gave me some money.
Absolutely.
So aside that, the US here is all been school and work, nothing more than that.
Wow, this is so interesting. Okay, so you told me some time ago that you are almost at the end of your studies, right?
I am.
So what are the plans now?
You don't want to know.
I really,
yeah. Let's say about 6 or 7 months or 8 months. Let's say like between 9 months before you graduate. Yes. You need to start looking for jobs.
Okay.
So I started applying. I think my first job I applied to was sometime in September, 14th September. I still remember the date. 2024? Yeah. No, 2025.
2025, yes.
Yeah. So that was the first job I applied to in September 2025.
Yeah.
The date was 14th September to a school in Virginia.
Okay.
And I applied for faculty positions.
Okay.
So since then, I've made 100 applications.
Oh no, guys, you I mean, look. Can you repeat? Can you repeat what you said? You've made how many applications?
As at last week Monday. Last week Monday was what? What was the date of last week Monday? I think today is 18th. Right?
It was about 8 days ago, 3 days ago.
So let's say about 8th March or something. 8th or 9th March, I had made 100 applications.
Oh my God.
Between September and March. So
my days. Like
in 6 months, I had made 100 applications.
For a job?
Yeah, for jobs.
In the United States of America?
Yeah.
Like, are you applying to become the president of America or what?
No.
Like what?
I'm just applying for a spot to do my OPT, which is the optional practical training, and possibly to continue after that.
Wow, and it's been that difficult. Okay, so 100 applications, guys. As I said, remember to comment. You know, the conversation is getting very interesting. To like, to comment, to share, to subscribe, because I promise to bring you. I mean, where else would you get such conversations, such revelations? Perhaps august people like Danny on the set like this to tell you all this.
When you start saying I'm August,
of course you are, Danny. I mean, listen.
I'm just an ordinary person. You know me, I like to just stay in my spot.
Danny, in earnest, you are the first Mandela Fellowship fellow I've seen.
Oh, really?
Yes, you are the very first
one. A lot of us in Ghana. So
anyway, I haven't seen any. Trust me.
That's fine.
Danny?
But it doesn't make me August.
Oh my God.
So don't worry about that.
Okay. Okay. Listen. Could you repeat? You said you have not had any applications.
I said as at 9th March 2026. And let's say between September 14th, 2025 and 9th March 2026, I had made 100 applications for jobs. And I've been successful with 7 interviews. 100
applications. You've had 7 interviews. 100 applications mean that 93 applications didn't go through.
No, they all went through actually. Some of them I got rejections. Like
no. What I mean by not going through is like they are like dormant, non-responsive.
No, I don't want us to use that because not all of them are done yet. Yes. Some are still in the process.
Okay.
So I don't want us to make that conclusion.
Yeah.
But some are also done.
Okay.
And then they've moved on.
Yes.
With other candidates. So I've received like 33 rejections.
Okay.
Already. And I got 7. I went through with 7.
Okay.
Went through the first round, went for interviews with them. And I'm waiting to hear back from them.
Okay.
I may not hear back from them again, or I may, but I was successful with 7 interviews. So if you put it in percentage terms, let's say that's 7% success rate.
Yes.
Exactly. So 107. So that's like 7% success rate.
You know, guys, listen. What Danny is talking about, I mean, the faculty position he's applying to, it's not like you just write one cover letter and then submit them to all these positions. Danny, kindly, I don't want to say it. Take us through the process of applying. Is it just one application letter, like cover letter?
No.
You submit to all these 100 schools, or how is it done?
The easiest I've had is to write a teaching statement, to write a research statement, to complete my CV, write a cover letter, and there was one. Okay, that was the easiest. So that's like the normal format for most of the jobs. So you would have a CV, the cover letter, the teaching statement, the research statement. Yeah. And that's standard for most of the jobs. But there was a job that I did, I applied for, and they wanted me to write my research plan for 5 years until I get tenure. Yeah. I had to do that. There's another one that wanted me to submit all my transcripts.
Oh boy.
And they wanted me to also submit my recommendations ahead of my application.
Yeah.
And you know, it's very difficult to get recommendation for somebody.
I was just coming to that.
So that's very complicated. So that job was really stressful.
Yeah.
And as soon as I sent that job, 3 days later, they told me that I was rejected.
Can you imagine?
Why all this stress, you know? So since then, I started thinking twice each time I saw a job that had a lot of requirements. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put in so much effort. Otherwise, you feel sad when you get rejected. But then, once I'm in the hand for a job, I don't really mind. I always just keep trying.
So what's like? Yeah, I didn't anticipate this. 100 applications. do you have a cap? At what point would you stop? At what point would you stop? I mean, applying to all these jobs.
I think I only stop when I find a job.
Wow.
Yeah, because like I'm not even sure the 100 is going to work.
So do you have people, others who have submitted more than 100 applications?
One thing you said I'm very active on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So at the point when I think I was close to 70 applications.
Yeah.
I was getting frustrated.
Yeah.
So I wrote something on LinkedIn, and a friend of mine whom I had known for a long time.
Yeah.
And I knew her from Zambia, but she had also gone to. I met her in Europe for the very first time, and then she came to the US also for a program.
Yes.
And then she did her PhD here. Apparently, she had completed her PhD in December 2024.
Yep.
And she applied to over 200 jobs.
No way. No way, Danny.
Went to only 10 interviews.
No way.
Got no job from the 10 interviews.
No way,
And finally, she got a job from somebody. She got a job through a connection.
You are kidding me,
and So when I wrote that on LinkedIn, she came to my inbox. I was like, "Oh, come on, don't give up. You're not even up to 100." I did.
Really?
So she shared a snapshot of her Excel sheet that she used to track. Just shared it with me. So it just made me know that okay, I may be tired, but then I am not there.
Oh my goodness!
Get there. So even with over 200 applications,
she still struggled. She ended up not getting the job for any of the 200.
Exactly. And the one thing that this whole process makes you go through, it makes you feel like sometimes makes you feel like you are not good enough. But this is somebody I know. I know her very well.
Yep.
She's a very brilliant child.
Absolutely.
Very brilliant at what she does. But then she was not given an opportunity.
Wow, guys. Danny.
So some of you may be thinking that because I applied to 100, maybe I'm not good enough. Probably I'm not good enough, but I know my capabilities, and I am certain in my mind that any of those jobs that I applied to, if they had given me the opportunity, I probably would do better than anybody.
Oh my God.
But then just never got the opportunity.
Danny, ant hills. We rise.
We rise together.
We climb. We rise together. And that is the essence of this channel. I mean, to bring out those stories, that helps us to succeed. That brings us back to our consciousness. All right. And such narratives, where else will you get it? 100 applications and not giving up. This is it for me.
But you can't give up. If you give up now, what are you going to do?
Absolutely.
The conditions we have here as international students is when you are done with your program, you have 90 days to find a job.
Okay.
Right? If you don't
have 90 days. If you don't get a job within 90 days, what happens?
You have to go back to your country.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you have like a permanent stay or something.
Yes.
If you don't have a permanent stay, you have to go back to your country after.
Wow.
You are done 90 days. So you have every incentive to keep applying, because if you don't, you have to go back.
Absolutely. Wow.
So though 100 looks too much, but I still feel like I've not done enough. I have to just give myself some grace and then a break to focus on my dissertation, because I also have a timeline to meet.
Guys, you know what? One thing good I like about Danny is that he's very responsive. I mean, on LinkedIn, very active on social media. And like I said, this very article that he mentioned, I read it myself. And I have since been thinking about the whole experience. Like, prior to coming to the US, have you written any close to 20 applications for a job before?
Honestly, let me tell you something.
Yes.
Before coming to the US, even my first job, I never wrote an application.
Oh, you are. Oh, you are. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself in the situation to write 100. I can't even imagine it, Danny. What?
But that's the reality. And I still feel 100 is still very less, because I have a couple of friends that we are trying to do this job search together.
Yeah. And
we keep track. We zoom in once in a while to check up on each other and see how everybody's doing. And I know some of my colleagues in other schools have done like 130, 140.
Whoa.
So I will still say mine is still on the low side.
So, Danny, I want you to promise me this, that I am praying to God. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, all right? And I know that you're going to get a job, going to learn a very good job. That after learning the job, you're going to grant us another interview, another conversation, and take us through the process. Because I know so many people, not those back home, maybe here, international students, are so interested in this whole process, how you did it. Let me trust me, you are like a system, all right? A system of knowledge. on this thing, and I think we
Hey,
have to.
is that how you describe me? I'm still struggling with
No,
it.
no, 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 you're not. You cannot go through this and tell me that you have not back couple of experiences, Danny. So promise me, guys, that you are
I,
coming
I,
back.
I can promise to give an interview later again when in the course of life to give an
No, I
update.
mean
Like when
an
I get it.
update
Oh yeah, on the job.
after you've landed the job, which I
Sure, sure,
believe
sure,
in
sure,
my heart
sure.
of hearts.
Sure, I will be
Very
willing
soon,
to share the
shortly,
experience.
shortly, because this is unbelievable. Come on.
And you know what makes it very, very difficult?
Yes.
My teaching role has not changed.
Yes.
This semester, I'm still teaching 3 times a week.
Yes.
I am still a research assistant.
Oh boy.
Once in a while, I go out to the community, which
Yeah.
is like 3.5 hours away from here.
Yeah.
I'm currently in my final year, so I'm doing my dissertation,
Yes.
and I'm still applying for jobs.
Oh boy.
So if
Oh
you
boy.
put all of this together,
Uh-huh.
it tells you that in the last few months, man has not been sleeping.
I mean, I can imagine it.
So that's the reality.
I'm so sorry, Danny.
No. I don't think you should be sorry for me. It's a process I must go through.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm going through the process.
Absolutely. Yeah, Danny. So to this point, we have said a lot of things. We have mentioned so many things from um, prior to coming, settling in, teaching, the surprises, the lows, and all of that. Is there anything that you wish I had touched on which I didn't? Anything that you wish to throw light on? Any part, any topic, any part of you?
About me
No, at
specifically,
the conversation that
I
you
would
wish I
say
had asked
I would
about.
say probably
Mhm.
life in Lincoln
Yes.
or life as a student abroad.
Okay.
Many times people are people have this illusion that once you come, everything is going to be fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It doesn't work that way.
Mm.
See, you are a different breed coming into a different environment,
Yep.
and you are going to be a minority. Maybe you're not used to that.
Yeah.
In your country, everybody was black.
Yeah.
A majority.
Mm.
You lived comfortably. You bought whatever you could buy from the roadside.
You
Everything
spoke
was
the same language.
exactly like nobody questioned you twice about something. And
Yeah.
you're going to a different environment. And I've always said to myself that if I am not careful, I can be depressed here.
Yep.
And the more reason why I always say that is that sometimes you need for you to get your roommate to speak with.
It's a problem.
It's difficult because everybody has different time schedules.
Absolutely.
And everybody's busy with one thing or the other.
Yeah.
So you can be in the same house and you not see each other for a while.
Yep.
You can be in the same house and you not have conversations. Not because you don't want to have conversations, but because you don't have time for each other.
Absolutely.
And so you need to find a way to develop new hobbies, develop new interests to keep your mind occupied. Otherwise, you would probably go through that period of depression because you are not used to this kind of lifestyle.
Absolutely.
American lifestyle is very solitude.
Absolutely.
Everything is individualistic here. So once you are, let's say, a family person, you are a collective person, and you come into the society where everybody is more focused on the work than even their well-being. If you're not very careful, you would burn out, and then depression will set in.
How do you distress?
How do I distress?
Yes.
I go to the gym every day.
You do.
I go to the gym every day.
Awesome.
And besides that too, I am somebody who personally I know how to motivate myself. Like that's a natural gift God gave me.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do to me, but I still have my own motivation. Like because I have that self drive. I have a target in my mind, and that target keeps ringing every morning.
Yep.
That's what wakes me up every day. So until I get there, nothing breaks my heart.
Yeah.
So that kind of mentality is what also keeps me going. So when I see something that I think will probably not make me very happy or will probably compromise my mood, I try to stay away from it.
Absolutely.
So learning to choose my battles is also another thing that I would say has really helped me. So I engage in a lot of things, but then there are a lot of things that I also stay away from.
Thank you. Now, Danny, if you were to do all this, like to do it again, coming abroad to study, what would you do differently? This process of looking for schools, applying, visa, coming, setting in, all of these things, what would you have done differently?
See, let me tell you something. I would not say applying to schools is easy. it's very difficult.
Yeah.
And I always said to myself that if I apply once and I don't get it, I will apply again.
Okay.
I mean, that was my conviction.
Yeah.
I was like, if I try this one and it doesn't work out, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
But luckily, I got in.
Yeah.
So I will not say it's easy. It's not easy. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
But then, one other thing that I think, if I had the chance to start all over again, I would be very cautious about is my relational skills.
Okay. What is that?
And I'm going to explain this more broadly. So just grant me some time.
Okay.
You know, in Africa or in Ghana, we are brought up in a way that makes us very respectful. Mm-hmm. And that level of respect that is demanded by our authorities sometimes makes us timid.
Yes.
It makes us very unconfident.
Yeah.
Even though you may be very intelligent, very brilliant, but if you're not careful, you don't know where to draw the line between overconfidence and arrogance. And you don't know where to draw the line between respect and timidity. Yeah. So that, for me, has been one of the most challenging things. Yeah. Why am I saying this? It's not that I'm not confident. Anybody who knows me, who knows Daniel, knows that I don't care. Like, no matter the people you put in front of me, I'll stand there, I'll say what I want to say. Yeah. I don't care. But then when you want to relate with people who are not your race, who are not your colleagues, who are not your type, who are different from you, let me just say it that way, there's a difficulty with how you approach those conversations. Yeah. And like when I'm in the room with my supervisors or my superiors, I tend to afford them the kind of respect that I'll afford them. Yeah. But they tend to think that I am timid because of the way I do it. Yes. And that is fundamentally because of where I was brought up. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. I remember one incident. I went to the community with my boss, and then we went to conduct interviews. And we're trying to set up our place. And then she was carrying load that was heavy. And you know, she's an old woman. I was like, I can't allow you to carry this. No, she said, I have to carry it. I said, no, I can't stand here and see you carry that. So I had to beg her to stop. Even she did not want to stop, but I had to, you know. And she wants me to just call her by her name. Yeah, I cannot do that. I know this one. Yeah, I cannot do that. Yeah, you know. So most times when you meet people, they feel that because you are too calm, too respectful, you are timid. You are timid. You know, but for me, I don't think I am timid. I am scared, or no, I'm not. But it's just some kind of respect that my life has been built around. Absolutely. And so I cannot depart from it easily. Yes. You know, so that for me has always been the big issue. But then I would say, in one respect, it helps me a lot. Yeah. Because it gives me the chance for people to know exactly who I am. Yep. In my own state. Absolutely. And sometimes some people also get a bad perception about you because they've never really encountered you. Yeah. So that for me is the only thing. And I'll say that if I had a chance to do all this again, I would have come in with a different mindset. Okay. I would have come in sounding very confident and very noisy. Yeah. If I have to. Yeah. Because I have seen people get things that they don't deserve because they're very noisy. Absolutely. And you deserve it, but they think you are timid. Yes. Just because they have not engaged you. Yeah. That for me, I think, has been my low spot. But also, I like it that way also because I have been able to build very genuine relationship with some people that I think will last a lifetime. People who genuinely wanted to know you. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So I kind of like it that way because I didn't want to be the loud type here in Lincoln. Yeah. So being in my corner and having people I know I can trust, people that I know respect me because of who I am, I cherish that one than being the very loud type. So that for me is an issue. Very well. So guys, as I keep saying, I mean, all of these, where would you get them? Right? So do not forget, don't just listen, like, comment, especially. Contact him. He's a very accessible person. That's me so much. On LinkedIn, please, on LinkedIn. Now the thing is this, Danny, what advice would you give someone who want to tread the path that you are on now? Somebody in Ghana, Nigeria, wherever, African countries around, who also want to apply. What is that one advice you give them? It's always difficult to give one advice. Okay. Do you know why? Because you don't know whether that advice is applicable to whoever is going to listen to it. Yeah, it's true. So it's always very difficult. But then I'll just say that whatever the goal is, whatever the plan is, whatever the ambition or motivation is, don't stop if you hit a roadblock.
Absolutely.
That's all I would say.
I mean, and this is stellar. This is stellar advice. I mean, not giving up
Yes.
until the bulls are rotting.
Yes.
Until the bulls are rotting.
Because mind you, even when you get that mission to come here, it doesn't mean you have made it.
No.
The rest of the journey is very complicated.
Ahead of you.
Yes. So you have to develop that mindset of not giving up. Because if you want to give up easily and you come here, you give up on the first day.
Oh my God.
So don't give up. Just keep pushing. The time will come. Some times are reserved for some special occasions. So yours is still on the way.
Yes.
Just keep pushing till you hit that style and then you'll be fine.
Very well. Now, Danny, we have said a whole lot of things. We've done an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Already?
So now let me give you this opportunity. I mean, I know this has been a very long journey from, Ghana to the US, back to Ghana, to Lincoln, up to this point, when you're on the job market. I want you to give the opportunity to give a shout out to any 3 people who were instrumental in this transition to this point that you are. Any 3 people who you think they were like pivots who helped you on this journey.
I think 3 is very unfair.
Oh my goodness.
The reason why
Danny, you are something else, guys. No. What do you think?
You know why I'm saying 3 is unfair? Because if you mention somebody's name and you leave somebody's name out,
absolutely, I know, right?
It makes it look like a person didn't play a pivotal role.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. It's really unfair.
Granted, accepted.
But then I would say, let me try to cluster them.
Yeah.
I would say my wife and kids. Because she had to take care of 4 kids all by herself.
It's hard.
So even when I was there, we're juggling our work schedules with that, and it's not easy. But for me to be away for her to do all that by herself,
it's hard.
It's a good thing she's done. So I would say she really helped in the transition. If she was not dependable enough for that, I probably would not be able to come do this. So
absolutely,
I'll say that's one of the reasons.
And God bless your heart for this. Let me interject here, because not many people recognize it this way. The role that the other partner plays in this direction.
Yeah.
Right. Because if she's not giving that peace at home, you'd also have a peace within the kind of things you're doing here. So, exactly. Obapa, thank you so much.
And I'll say my kids too, because they have to accept the fact that their father is not.
I know.
It's not around. So my wife and kids.
Yes.
One accepts that the husband is not there, and then she'll take the responsibility.
Yeah.
And then the kids also accept that their father is not there, so they would transfer the responsibilities to their mother.
Yeah.
So that's fair for them. And I appreciate their efforts.
Yeah.
I also say that my advisor and supervisor.
Okay.
I also played a very pivotal role, because I have a very delicate situation. I have an advisor who is separate from my supervisor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So both of them have been very instrumental.
Yeah.
I work with my supervisor on a daily basis. So I learn a lot of things from her. And I also have an advisor who advises me through my project works and all other things that I discuss with her. So those 2 have also been very instrumental in my stay here in Lincoln.
Yeah.
And I will say a couple of friends, my roommates. I already mentioned Emmanuel, but all the Ghanaian community as well, as a whole, has been very instrumental, because they are the first point of contact, first point of call. In the event that you need anything or you need any assistance, the Ghanaian community of students here is always those you reach out to. So I would say my family, my immediate faculty members that I work with, and then the Ghanaian community here, everybody has been very instrumental. That's me clustering.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yes. So, Danny, thank you so very much for passing through, for sharing these gems with us, for the insights. I mean, come on. Now, let me put you on the spot. So, the name of this platform is Ant Hills. And I gathered that, there's so much that humanity or humans could learn from the ants and the ant hills. All right. So again, put you on the spot. What is that one thing that you think humanity could learn from ants?
Have you read Proverbs?
Yes.
About the ants?
No, tell me.
Okay, so Proverbs, I don't remember exactly the chapter.
Yeah, what does it say?
But it talks about the ants.
Really? What does it say?
The ant is a very special animal.
Oh.
All the lessons of the world can be found in the ant.
Guys, did you hear that? Can you repeat what you said?
All the lessons we need as humans. The ant exhibits all those lessons.
Can you mention the one lesson?
The ant never gives up.
Oh my goodness. Can you repeat that again?
I said the ant never gives up.
Oh my God. So ant hills, we rise. All right. I mean, he couldn't have said it better. The ants never give up. Guys, remember to like, to share, to comment, to subscribe. And thank you for taking time off your busy schedules to listen to this podcast or this recording. It has been very educative, very revealing, insightful, and everything. And Danny, thank you so much.
Thank you. Keep doing the good job.
Oh my God.
I think there are many other wonderful guys who would be interested in sharing this.
I know, right?
Reach out to them.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Yes.